Hiya folks, welcome to part 8? Part 8 of Ask Me Anything. I'm not doing too bad, but I woke up with sciatica yesterday. A joy to add to the stuff that I've currently got going on with my infection from my operation. So yeah, that's pleased me. But gotta keep plodding on and all that. So I thought, well, I might as well finish off the questions from the Ask Me Anything. Give me something to do, because as you can imagine, I'm a bit frustrated and bored. So where did we get to last time? I'm trying to remember now. It was the one about the fighting, wasn't it? I think. Was it the one about the fighting that I answered in the last one? I think that was the last question. So Heather asked, if your creativity were a superhero, what would its name and weirdest power be? That's a good question. I have no idea. If my creativity was a superhero, I might have to skip that one and come back to it at the end or something. I might have to have a think about that one. You really have put me on the spot with that one. Yeah, I think I'm gonna have a think about that one, and then come back to it at the end. So we'll move on to the next one. Okay, moving on. Jessica asked, how about if you could go anywhere in the world, where would you visit? Have we had that one before? Have we had something like that before? I don't know if we've answered that in another video. Well, answer's probably changed since then. So, if you could go anywhere in the world, where would you visit? The centre of the earth. That'd be interesting to see, wouldn't it? It might be a bit hot, and the face would probably melt off. But yeah, it'd be one for the books, wouldn't it? Apart from that, how's about the Bermuda Triangle? Oh yeah, I think that'd be interesting to visit, just to see what happens there, what sort of shit's in there. Not like shit, like shit as in bits and bobs and things that have disappeared and not come back and shit like that. So yeah, it'd be interesting to see what's going on in the Bermuda Triangle. Could be like a whole other civilization or something there, and they could be having lots of fun, and I'm missing out on all the fun. So yeah, I'm gonna go with the Bermuda Triangle. I think I do like stuff like that though, like the mysteries and mystical stuff and paranormal and all that sort of bollocks. So yeah, I'm gonna go Bermuda Triangle, I think. Okay, so next question is from Teresa, and she asked, where do you get your inspiration when creating? I don't know really. I suppose over the years, I mean, especially when I first started, I used to see things that other people had made and thought, oh yeah, I could do something like that. And then like I'd go at doing stuff, and then I suppose, took other people's ideas and tweaked them a bit, and sort of created my own sort of unique version. But I get inspiration from all sorts of things, really. I mean, I love like nature and things like that. Sometimes, when I'm out in nature, I'll get a lot of ideas for things, and even just sitting on the toilet. The amount of you probably don't need to know this, but the amount of ideas I've actually had while sitting on the bog doing my business, and then things have popped in my head. Mind you, they say like that being by water can help trigger your creativeness and things like that. So maybe bog water counts as well. I don't know, but yeah, I get inspired by all sorts of things. Nature, being out and about, just observing, and like I said, sometimes things will just pop in my head out of nowhere as well, and then you'll have that sort of like light bulb moment. But I'm really get inspired by places, people, colours. I mean, I love to be colourful as well, so sometimes I'll just get inspired by colours and I want to make things like in certain colours. I get inspired by even art as well. I've always been an arty-farty sort of person. I've always loved art. So sometimes I can get inspired by artists or works of art and things like that. So yeah, I get my inspiration from everything, really. All sorts of things. I try not to limit myself to just certain things. Yeah, I've never been one to be. You can't really put me. I've learnt over the years that you can't put me in a box. Yeah, you can't really fit me into a one box. I'm just sort of. I need my own special box. Or actually, don't put me in a box because I'll break out of it anyway. Because I'm a rebel like that. But yeah, I think for that one I'll have to say that I get my inspiration from everything, everywhere. Yeah. Yeah, I'm going to leave it at that, I think. So I hope that answers that one. So Sophie asked, what's one thing you're looking forward to in the coming months? Well, if you follow my page, you'll know that I was supposed to go away with my brother on holiday last month, and it just happened that when my operation came through, it was the day that I was meant to be going on holiday, so I missed out on my holiday. But we're going on holiday in September, so that's something for me to look forward to. So I am going to get a bit of a holiday after all. Yay! Going to Breen, and I haven't been to Breen for a while. I think the last time I went to Breen was with my mate Kay. When was that? It was before my cancer treatment. So I got diagnosed with cancer in the January 2016, and it was before that, so it must have been towards the end of 2015. So that's the last time I went to Breen, but that was only for like a very short weekend, because she took me to that Banksy thing in Weston when he did the Dismaland thing. But that was fun. I enjoyed that. But apart from that, the last time I actually went to Breen before that was back when we was kids. So it's going to be interesting to go back there. And I also found out recently as well that it was actually at Breen where I've got that memory of when I was a kid where it was at the water park and that's when my parents pushed me down that water slide and I couldn't swim. And I was drowning because it came out like in the deep end and I couldn't swim at the time. And then I come back out the water and my dad was laughing at me and I was crying my eyes out because I was really scared. And then I looked at my mum and then my mum was laughing at me as well. So I'm there bawling my eyes out. And while my parents are laughing at me because I nearly drowned, which was nice. No wonder I don't like going underwater. So yeah, I'll be returning to the scene of the crime, I suppose. So that'll be interesting. Because, yeah, I don't really do stuff like that. So maybe I can conquer my fear of... No, I don't think I'm going to conquer it. I don't like going underwater. I might have a go on the slides though, maybe. But yeah, I don't do going underwater. I don't like going underwater. So, yeah, I'm looking forward to that little bit of a break. Because I haven't really had a break this year. And I've had so much stuff going on. Physically and mentally. So I think I'm due a nice break. So yeah, I'm looking forward to that. Not that it's going to be much of a break because I'm going to be with my family and I need a break from them. So, but I am grateful. Don't get me wrong. Yeah, I'm grateful that they're having this this holiday. So it'd be nice to have everyone together. So we'll have to wait and see how that goes. But yeah, that's one thing I'm looking forward to. I can't really say I've got anything else to look forward to at the moment. Not that I know of anyway. But, you know, things change all the time. So, who knows, maybe I might get surprised or might win a holiday or win the lottery or something, you know. Not that I play the lottery. I'll have to start playing, you know. But yeah, so for the moment I'll have to say that holiday. But, you know, the world and the universe works in mysterious ways, so there's no doubt there'll be other stuff to look forward to as well in the future. So yeah, I hope that answers that one. Okay, so Stephanie asked, what was the career you wanted as a child and is it different from now? Bloody hell. Oh, well, let's just say that when I was a child, I was always a bit of a dreamer. Well, some things never changed, do they? Still a bit of a dreamer now. But yeah, what career did I want as a child? Oh, bloody hell. There was loads, because it was changing all the time. I wanted to be all sorts of stuff. I know when I was really little, I wanted to be a nurse. A nurse at one point. I had a little nurse's outfit and everything. And my little nurse's kit. I wanted to be a dancer as well at one point. I'm sure I wanted to be a ballerina at one point. Because my friend Kay started having ballet lessons and I wanted to have ballet lessons with her. But my mum wouldn't let me. So that sort of got knocked on the head. What else did I want to be? I wanted to be an artist. Yeah, because I used to love to draw and paint and that, and just create things. So I wanted to be an artist at one point. What else did I want to do? I wanted to be a vet at one point as well, because I loved animals. But then I changed my mind because I didn't like the thought of the animals dying and that, because it did break my heart. I know it's part of the job, but it did break my heart having to put animals down and having animals die. It's bad enough watching it on the telly, crying my eyes out at the telly. So yeah, I want to be a journalist at one point. I think that was one of the reasons why I did media at college. But then that got knocked on the head when I realised how corrupt it was. I suppose one of the biggest dreams when I was little, I always wanted to be in a band. I always wanted to have my own band, be a singer in a band or something. Be a rock star. I think that's every kid's dream, isn't it, really? But I can't really play any instruments. And I can't sing for shit, so yeah, that weren't going to happen, was it? I did try to teach myself. I mean, when we was kids, we had this little Yamaha keyboard, because I always wanted to play the piano as well when I was little, but yeah, that didn't happen. Plus, I've only got little hands, and I can't stretch my fingers far enough to switch like different keys and things. So yeah, that didn't happen. And then I wanted to play guitar, so I tried to teach myself guitar, but that didn't really happen either. I don't think I had much patience when I was younger. But yeah, I always wanted to play guitar. But yeah, that didn't happen. And then I wanted to be a singer in a band, but I didn't really know anyone who wanted to be in a band, and plus I couldn't really sing very well either. And then I think when I was a bit older, I tried experimenting. I had this was it Dance EJ? Is it Dance EJ? Like a DJ thing for your computer where you could like make your own music and stuff. I did try experimenting with that as well. That was quite fun, but yeah, that didn't really go anywhere either. So yeah, I've always been a bit of a dreamer. And I'm still a bit of a dreamer now, and I still don't know what I want to do either. Yeah, I can't really pinpoint a specific thing that I've really sort of, my heart's been like totally in it, and it's like, yes, that's what I want to do, sort of thing. I've always sort of floated from one thing to another. So yeah, I still haven't really got a career. I'm getting on a bit now, so I don't think I'm meant to have a career. I still don't know what my my purpose is, but maybe one day, eh? So yeah, I hope that answers that question. Still a dreamer. Maybe my purpose is just to be a dreamer. Can you get paid for being a dreamer? I might have to look into that. Maybe I can start making money from being a dreamer. Ooh, maybe I could like get paid to sleep. I've seen that advertised places. You can go to like sleep things, can get paid to sleep. I could do that. That sounds really easy. Even better if they can record your dreams, because I have some really weird dreams sometimes. You can make great films and programs out of my dreams. Well, not some of them. But the others, yeah, the really weird shit, yeah, you could make some great films and programs from there. So yeah, I hope that answers that one. So Sandra asked 5 people you would like to meet. Can be from now or in the past. So name 5 people I'd like to meet from now or in the past. There's too many to choose from, isn't there? There's like loads of people. I would have liked to have met Keith Flint from The Prodigy, because he was one of my faves. I never got to see them live before he died. That really pissed me off, because I wanted to go and see them. I think it was when I was still at school. My friends were going, and I wanted to go with them and see him live in Wolverhampton. And my mum wouldn't let me, so I never got to see him live. So yeah, that peeved me. I would have liked to have met Keith Flint, because I always thought he was great. I had people thought he was a bit weird, but that's one of the things I liked about him. I liked the fact that he just didn't give a shit, and he was just himself. And it would have been nice to have met him. Who else? It would have been nice to have met David Bowie as well, because I always loved his music. I would have liked to have seen him live at some point, but again, never got to see him live while he was still alive. Bless him. Maybe Freddie Mercury. So I brought up on Queen. So I loved the music. And yeah, it would have been nice to have met him. He seemed like an interesting person. I think it'd be good to have chatted to him about stuff. Again, he's no longer with us though as well. I'm not going, yeah, this ain't going very well really, is it? So far the people I want to meet are all dead. Maybe in the afterlife, eh? Come on, Cal, think of some people who are still alive that you could possibly meet. Who have I got? I've already done 3 now, so I've got 2 more. I think Greg Davies, the comedian. I've always loved him in the stuff that he's been in, and his comedy as well. I think he'd be fun to meet in person. I think I'd have a laugh with him. Just thinking about it makes me laugh. So yeah, I think he'd be an interesting person to meet, because he's always got some weird and wonderful stories about things, and I think that's one of the things I like about him. And probably Bert. Bert Kreischer. I can never say his surname. Is it Bert Kreischer? Kreischer. Bert Kreischer, comedian. He's my sort of person as well, because I love watching his comedy, and he always has me in stitches as well, because I love all those little stories that he comes out with as well, because he's fucking hilarious. He's hilarious. I always has me in stitches, and I always end up crying, crying with laughter whenever I watch his his comedy shows as well. So I think he'd be a good person to meet. I think that would definitely be a funny experience, and one for a happy memory. So that's my 5, isn't it? That's the 5 that I can think of at this moment in time. So yeah, I hope that answers that one. Good question. Okay, so Debbie asked, what's your favourite childhood memory? Bloody hell. I don't know, because we had loads of, I don't know if I can pinpoint like one specific one. I've got like a few. Fuck it, I'll just tell you the few that I can remember. I've got one memory of when we was kids. We used to have this picnic table, wooden picnic table thing in the garden, and this big parasol, this big brown parasol with like a paisley pattern on the underside, and we used to use this picnic table and parasol to play Doctor Who in the garden when we was kids. And my brother was always the doctor, and I was always the doctor's assistant. And we used to use the the picnic table as the TARDIS. And then when we was in the TARDIS, we used to sit on top of the picnic table, spinning the parasol around, making TARDIS noises. And that was our TARDIS travelling in time. And then like we'd just go around the garden in different places and pretend we was on different planets and stuff. Oh, it was fun. I used to enjoy playing that. What else? Oh, we used to when my dad used to have the sprinkler on in the garden, we invented a game called Pass the Flip Flop. So it was easily played. You could find anything to play with when we was kids. So we used to play Pass the Flip Flop. And it used to be my 2 brothers versus me, and we'd stand either side of the sprinkler thing, because it was one like a long one you used to have on the grass, and it used to sort of go like slower than that, but like and we used to play Pass the Flip Flop. I can't remember what the rules were now, but you basically had to chuck this flip flop through the sprinkler, and what was it now? Is it like if you didn't catch it, you had to stand there and wait for the sprinkler to come and wet you, or something stupid like that? So we got photos somewhere, I'm sure, yeah. But we used to play like Pass the Flip Flop through the sprinkler. That was fun, especially on a hot day. What else was there? Oh, I always used to love going round to my nan and granddad Johnson's when they lived at the Oaks. And I used to love going around my nan and granddad's, because my nan used to make these lovely trifles, bless her. And they always had this big tin of this big metal tin that they used to keep in the little wooden cupboard, and she'd always have it full of dolly mixtures. So I always used to love going around to nan and granddad's, because I could go in the cupboard and get the tin out of dolly mixtures and help myself, and it always used to smell like of dolly mixtures as well. And then we used to and there was my granddad. I used to love playing with my granddad's ashtray. I know that sounds bad. I didn't smoke, like when I was a little kid. I didn't sit there smoking or anything, But when he used to have his pipe and his cigars, and he had this ashtray. It was one of the ones where you could push it down, and it had like the thing that moved to let the stuff go down into the ashtray. And I used to love just pushing it down all the time. So I'd sit there, I'd sit there watching him smoking, and I'd be holding the ashtray for him, and he'd be tapping it in there just so I could push the thing down. I was easily amused when I was a kid, mind you, still easily amused now. I've still got the ashtray actually. I had it after my nan passed away, and was clearing out the house. We came across it and I was like, well, can I have it? Because it was it had great memories for me, so I wanted to keep it. So yeah, that was a nice memory. And they used to have like this roulette set. So when we used to, this is making like sound really bad now. Smoking, gambling. No, but they used to love spinning the roulette thing round. So we used to play with this little roulette set with the little tokens and things. I don't think we used money. If we did, it was only like pennies and 2p's. But yeah, I used to play with this roulette set. That used to keep me amused for ages. I can't really think of any other childhood memories. Mind you, my brain's not. I still get my brain fog from my cancer treatment, so I can't always remember a lot of things. I'm not like at the spur of the moment sort of thing. I'd have to really sort of think about it. But yeah, we'll just go with those. Those were happy memories. So those are some of my favourite childhood memories. So I hope that answers that one. So Cassie asked, what's a skill you may be trying to learn right now? Well, right now, probably patience. Patience is probably a skill that I'm trying to master at the moment, especially with everything. It's like one thing. I always get one thing after the next. It's like a domino effect. You get like one thing, and then it's, oh, have this too. Oh, let's throw this into the mix as well. See if you can cope with that. Oh, yes. We'll just keep piling it all on and see what happens. So yeah, I'd say probably patience at the moment, because I just want to get better and get back to everything and get my life sorted. But it's just things keep happening to sort of intervene, and it's like I'm being forced to rest at the moment. Maybe the universe has got plans, I don't know. But yeah, I was meant to recover from my operation and then sort my shit out. But I'm still recovering from my operation. Got an infection on the top of my healing. And then my eczema's been flared up in my nails. So now I've got painful eczema in my nails that I'm dealing with. And then obviously woke up with sciatica out of the blue yesterday, which is a little bit better today, but it's still a bit painful. I'm sure someone's got a voodoo doll of me at the moment, and they're just sticking pins in random places. Either that or someone's doing bad juju on me. Wouldn't surprise me. But yeah, so I'd say patience. Patience is probably one of the things I'm trying to master at the moment. And probably peace. I just want a bit of peace in my life. And people just keep testing me. The universe keeps testing me. And it's like, yeah, just give me a bit of peace and quiet, please. A bit of peace so I can actually rest. And then maybe I'll be a bit more patient. So yeah, I'd say probably more life skills that I'm trying to learn right now, more than creative ones. So I'll probably go with patience and peace. That's what I need, a bit of peace. Need a bit of peace so I can get myself sorted, and then I can get back at it and sort my life out. So yeah, I think I'll go with those. Finally, working our way back to the beginning with that question that we had to skip. So back to Heather's question. If your creativity were a superhero, what would its name and weirdest power be? I'd probably be Wonder Wombo. Or something soft like that, probably. Wonder Wombo. And what would my weirdest power be? Oh, I don't know. Farting rainbows. Whatever, I've got the rainbow shit going on anyway, so farting rainbows and super sarcasm. Mind you, that's not really a power, is it? Well, actually, not everyone's great at sarcasm. I've sort of mastered it over the years, so I suppose it could be a bit of a superpower, couldn't it? But yeah, I think I'm going to go with Wonder Wombo and powers of farting rainbows and making people laugh. Not that that's really weird, although the weirdness is usually what makes the people laugh. So it could go either way, really, couldn't it? So yeah, I think I'm going to go with that for that one then. So I hope that answers that one, Heather. We got there in the end. Okay, so that's the end of part 8 of Ask Me Anything. So I've finished off the questions from the last post. When did I put that up? I put that up the end of May. Bloody hell. Slacking a bit, I. So yeah, I'm going to put a new post up as soon as I can, and then I'll open that up for you to ask some more questions for me to answer. So have a think in the meantime, folks, of some weird and wonderful and crazy questions that you can ask me. The weirder the better. Try not to ask ones that have already been asked in the previous ones as well. We want some new, fresh. Want some fresh fresh ideas, fresh questions. And like I said, the weirder the better. You need to get me thinking, get my brain working, catch me off guard. Yeah, put me on the spot. Let me think. Let me laugh. So I can make other people laugh. So yeah, have a think in the meantime. And then once the post's up, pop your questions on the post. And then I'll do a new video as soon as I can. So in the meantime, I'm going to try and get some rest and carry on healing. And hopefully I'll be back to my normal self. Well, say normal self, never been normal. I'll be back to myself as soon as I can. So take care. Love you all.